friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in to my full moon readings for the full moon sort of eclipse in Aquarius. And I do say sort of because this particular eclipse is not actually going to cast a shadow like regular eclipses. And any of you who are into astronomy, you can check out some of the great astronomy sites that will explain about the angle of this particular full moon. But I say sort of, and it's interesting and unique because it makes perfect sense, because we know that there's nothing regular about our dear Aquarians. They're very unique signs, and any of you who know an Aquarian know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, unlike many of the eclipses that have passed by us recently, this one is going to be a lot easier and more positive and possibly even exciting, because it's touched by positive aspects from the revolutionary planet Uranus, which is also, by the way, Aquarius's ruling planet. So head over to my Facebook page, and there's a great article post that I posted there about this full moon in Aquarius and full moons in general and eclipses in general. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do that by hitting the Book Now button on my Facebook page, or you can head over to my website and book a reading with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your likes, your sharing of the videos, and for subscribing. And I hope that this is a wonderful month of August for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at the individual readings. I bid you namaste. Hello Aries, this Leo full moon eclipse is going to be highlighting your 11th house. Now, your 11th house is the house that your friends fall in. It is your house of group associations. It is also the house of your social standing. So it's the people that you run with, your clique, your crew, okay? Who it is around you that you associate with and how they influence your life. The 11th house also has to do with your hopes and your wishes. So often, you know, individually, that is the house where we are working towards some big thing in our lives that we're hoping is going to come true or manifest, or we're hoping that we're going to be able to manifest. Often, friends and associations are in some way connected to our hopes and our wishes. So often our group associations, the people that we socialize with, can be stepping stones, or can be you know, connectors or networking people to the others that we need in our lives to help us achieve our hopes and our wishes. Or often we can be bolstered or lifted up to you know, where we want to be, or the opportunities that we're hoping for through the people that we associate with, that we network with, or that we are you know, involved with through some kind of group connection, okay? So the 11th house with this full moon eclipse of Aquarius in your 11th house, Aquarius is the friendship sign. So this could be doubly important for you as far as your, you know, personal friendships, your personal associations. There could be some unexpected benefit that's going to come through to you by someone that you know, someone that you're close to. You know, a friend or an associate, and that may help you or help pave the way for you to achieve something that you're hoping to achieve in your life right now, okay? Some of you may be you know, maybe moving a friendship to another level. So some of you may be getting involved with, or friendship may be turning to love for many of you, okay? The 11th house also rules the children of our partner. So the children that are not our biological children, but who we are associated with through a partner. So a partner's biological children would also fall in this 11th house. So there may be developments with them. If that applies to you, you know, they're maybe on their way back to school, or some are starting school, university, college, going away. So there may be events or, you know, some type of happenings that have to do with your partner's children. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the message is for you, Aries, for this full moon eclipse in Aquarius. What is the message for the full moon eclipse in Aquarius for Aries? What is the message for Aries, the Ram? Okay. And again, because of the aspects that the planet Uranus is making to this full moon in Aquarius, there may, you know, something may happen out of the blue that sets up an opportunity for you. All right, we have the Ace of Wands. This is a great card. I love this depiction with this deck. Ace of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Seven of Cups. Okay. All right, so those messages are starting, those images are starting to speak to me immediately. Let's go ahead and see what your oracle card is for this full moon in Aquarius. What is the oracle card for Aries for the full moon in Aquarius? What is the oracle card for Aries for the full moon in Aquarius? Oracle card. I'm getting some excitement here. I just feel like there's like excitement bubbling over for you, Aries, and you're having to kind of control yourself because you've got so many options coming up. All right, we have the Create card. And this is a beautiful card. This card actually came up for two other signs. I believe it was Pisces and Scorpio. Okay, so perhaps Pisces and Scorpio could be significant for you. Maybe you have planets in those signs, or you are associated with people in those signs. So, you know, immediately I'm looking at this reading with the Ace of Wands, with the Temperance card, and with the Seven of Cups. And the message that's coming to me immediately for you, Aries, is the sky's the limit. Okay, I see you with a lot of options to choose from during this, you know, full moon eclipse period, which would be between the 18th and the end of the month, so about 14 days. Something has sparked itself in your life, and you know, look at this Ace of Wands is, you know, depicting this depicted by a sparkler. So there's been some fire energy, which is of course your energy, that has been set off. Okay, some new beginning, some new spark of inspiration, or a seed has been planted, a new beginning of some sort has been you know, has sparked. And so, you know, you're dealing with the seeds of possibilities, of unlimited possibilities right now, Aries. With the Wands card coming up, it is, you know, very likely this could be in your professional life, your career, your job situation. Whatever it is a passionate connection, okay? So there's something that you're involved in that is, you know, a passionate involvement for you. Again, you know, I said earlier that this could also indicate a relationship, so there could have been recently or through this next 2 weeks, there could be a spark of romance or a spark of attraction between you and a friend. You know, I'm getting outside events, so some kind of events taking place outside, a party or a celebration of some sort that may be taking place outside, you know, some type of summertime celebrations, maybe at the beach. You could have met someone, or you could have met someone through a friend, or you could have, you know, gotten the impetus to go deeper with a friend, okay? Or again, this could be a creative endeavor, something that you have begun that is a spark of creativity. Whatever it is, I feel like you are balancing this situation really well, and there may be a need for you to really kind of control yourself a little bit, because you may be so excited by the possibilities that are presenting them to you as a result of this new beginning, this exciting new beginning. With the Create card here and the Ace of Wands, you know, it is something that you've done with your own hands, okay? Something that you are molding and shaping, and that is a direct result, you know, a product of your creativity, a product of your own manifestation. And like the hands that are on this clay, you are molding, you have the ability to mold and shape this situation into what you want it to be. The Temperance card here calls for balance. It calls for not getting too excited about the situation where you lose control or you overdo it, or you, you know, maybe if this is regarding a person, that you don't get so excited that, or, you know, show so much energy that you maybe overpower that person or kind of short circuit things before they even get a chance to move forward, okay? So, you know, be optimistic, you know, keep that positive energy flowing, allow that creative spark to remain ignited, allow it an attraction that may have sparked up, you know, passionately or unexpectedly. Allow that to grow and in its own pace, okay? Don't try to overpower the situation. Don't try to control it. Don't try to direct the situation. Strive for balance and harmony and temperance, okay? So temperance talks about remaining calm and remaining, you know, in the center of things, not going overboard where the excitement is, not allowing the energy to falter. Just kind of remaining in a mid-range emotionally, so that you can pace yourself in this situation, okay? And I love this card because it shows opposites integrated here, okay? So, you know, great, you have the coffee beans and the cream or the milk, and then the milk is integrated into the coffee beans and the coffee is integrated into the milk here. So there is a blending of elements. Excuse me, the person that, if this is a personal situation or a relationship, the person that you may be attracted to may be very different from you, okay? Maybe of a different element. So you being fire, that person may be water or earth or air, okay? So there may be a need to you know, integrate those elements. If you think about temperance and there being harmony there, I would say that the most harmonious signs for you as a fire sign would be a fellow air sign, a fellow fire sign or an air sign, okay? So, and also with the Ace of Wands, I always feel, you know, even though it is fire, I always feel air as well. So, there could be a possibility that that kind of personality is factoring in here for you. Just remain balanced, remain on an even keel, get to know someone well before you dive into it. You know, you're an Aries, you have a lot of energy and courage, and you know, you are a real go-getter. So when you find something or someone that you want, you don't hold back, you know, you go for it. You don't want to overpower anyone else, you know, the person that you may be interested in. Now, if this is a situation where it could be a business situation, because we have wands here, or a creative project, make sure that you are building. Make sure that you don't get too far ahead of yourself. Make sure that you are bringing together people or elements or all of the components to this situation so that you can build it correctly, so that you can proceed correctly in a systematic manner, okay? There definitely is, you know, the mixing of elements here. Some of you may be into in a scientific field, or some of you may be engineers, you know, where there is need for balance, or even architecture, you know, so there's creativity here going on, but that also requires balance and structure, and blending of things cohesively and harmoniously, so that the whole can be very solid and stable. The Seven of Cups is at the end of the reading here, and you know, when I first laid the cards down, I got the impression that whatever this is that you're involved with or doing, or who you're involved with, there are really a lot of ways that this can go, okay? There may be a lot of, you may have a lot of options here as to how you can proceed on a project. You may have a lot of offers that may be presented to you to grow this project, or people that want to become involved with you, but you're going to need to really be careful and vet those options carefully, okay? Make sure that you are looking into to see who is, you know, worth getting involved with, who is just kind of you know, smoke and mirrors, okay? So because there's the possibility that you can get so excited that you're not doing the research that you need to make sure you are factoring in the right people, the right situations, and making the right choices. So the Seven of Cups is a good card because it says that you have a lot of options to choose from, a lot of potential offers. Just make sure that you are seeing through what is true and what is not true, okay? What is substantial and what is just talk, perhaps, okay? And even in a romantic situation, make sure that you get to know the person that you're so attracted to first, you know, because sometimes the Seven of Cups can talk about illusion. So a person can possibly present themselves as one thing but be something else. Or the Seven of Cups can talk about idealizing someone so much that you don't really get to know the real person. So allow yourself to see through the romance of it. The romance is beautiful and you want to have that there, and you want to cultivate that, but also get to know someone that you are potentially, you know, attracted to. Get to know them on a personal level, find out about their background, you know, who they are, what they like to do, what their interests are, where they come from, all of that before you go completely overboard, okay? But this is a really good reading. There's definitely a spark of something exciting and fiery here in your life, and it is definitely in your hands, Aries, to really you know, to move this thing along at the right pace and at the right, you know, to mold and shape it in the way that you want it to be. So definitely creativity here and balance. And again, with this taking place in your 11th house, you know, this spark may be moving you towards a hope and a wish and a dream that you've been holding very dear for a long time. Just make sure that you are not so excited by this potential stepping stone or this potential, you know, burst forward to progress, that you are, you know, looking into things very carefully and making the right choices, whether this is a, you know, spark of your own creative effort or whether it is a connection, okay? Also make sure with group connections that you have things in common with the people that you are associating with, okay? Don't allow the lure of an association or someone's help to propel you forward. Don't allow that to prevent you from making sure that you have common goals and interests and that your values are common and you know, you have those values in common, okay? But great reading here, Aries. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wish you all good things. And now let's move on to Leo. Hello, Leo. This full moon eclipse in Aquarius is going to be highlighting your 7th house. Your 7th house is your house of partnerships, whether those be romantic or business partnerships, long-term partners, excuse me, marital partners, you know, any relationships where you have common, you know, common interests, you have built something together, you know, where there is a long-term commitment. Excuse me. So, You may find that this full moon eclipse in Aquarius is going to be highlighting those areas as far as bringing to conclusion some type of situation. Now, it could be the conclusion of a relationship, or it could be the conclusion of a phase of a relationship and moving that relationship to another level. Or again, you could be ending a relationship with a long-term partner and going out on your own. This period of time, where we have the sun in Leo, this is definitely your period of time. The sun is in your first house, so you're in the position of strength right now. It may be a situation where you are really kind of analyzing a relationship to see if it is something that you want to continue on with, or if it has that long-term potential, if it has the feet to be able to keep moving forward or move to the next level. There may be contractual negotiations. Some of you may be bringing on a business level, maybe bringing on a business partner, someone to join forces with to help you move a professional situation to the next level. Some of you may be hiring someone who represents you, a publicist, a business manager, or someone that you're bringing in to represent you to the world, but you're partnering with. So, with a full moon on the angles of our charts, this is a very significant time. And again, a door may be closing so that another door can open for you where relationships are concerned. There may be unexpected developments. So you may make a decision that kind of comes out of the blue for someone else, but maybe something that you've been thinking about or ruminating about for a long time. And so while this full moon may test a relationship, the outcome for the most part is going to be positive, because whatever unexpected situation happens, or unexpected developments perhaps, will be brought about by Uranus. And Uranus sets us on our path of truth, okay? It creates situations in our life to see what is stable and what is unstable. So you may find that a relationship passes whatever tests that may be presented to it, and you know that this is the one for the long haul. If it doesn't pass the test, then it's the departure of that situation, that relationship is opening up the doors and opening up your life for someone else to come in who will be the right partner for you. So this full moon eclipse in Aquarius is all about partnerships. So let's go ahead and take a look at what your message is for this full moon eclipse in Aquarius. What is the message for Leo for this full moon eclipse in Aquarius? Message for Leo. What is the message for Leo? And, with this being a full moon eclipse in your opposite sign, someone with the sign of Aquarius or with planets in Aquarius could be significant for you. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, we've got a lot of people here. Very interesting. So let's go ahead and see what your oracle card is for this reading. What's the oracle card? What's the oracle message for Leo for this full moon in Aquarius eclipse? What's the oracle card? Oracle card for Leo. What is the message about all of these people for Leo? Okay, look before leaping is your oracle card message here. All right, so let's take a look at the cards here and see what we're talking about. So as I said, there are a few people showing up here. You know, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which can represent an earth sign, which can be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You have a Knight of Wands here, which can represent a fellow sun sign, fire sign, which is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and also a Queen of Wands here, which is also possibly Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles here, you know, the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is one of stability. There is a lot of earth energy here, and earth people are very stable. For the most part, they're very grounded. They also take their time. Okay, earth moves rather slowly in relation to some of the other signs. Okay, so you may have been, over a period of time, investing some you know, energy in a relationship, you know, in a long-term relationship, and kind of building things, you know, brick by brick or step by step with a partner in your life. Again, this could be an earth sign energy in your life that has been a stable influence on you, a stabilizing influence for you, Leo. And this person very specifically doesn't move fast. Okay, they take their time. They like to be sure about their commitments. They like to make sure that they're building something that's going to last. Okay, they don't give their heart away easily, but when they do make a decision and when they do commit, they're in it for the long haul. But knights, the Knight of Pentacles, even more so than the King of Pentacles or the Queen, the Knight is significantly slower in decision making than the other earth, you know, other earth cards here. So you really may be wanting something to move to the next level, and it's been, you know, it's been a while. Your partner may be taking their time. You know, this could possibly be a partner who is younger than you, or someone, you know, a mature partner, but who has a very youthful attitude. And so this person could kind of still be trying to find themselves, even though that they're grown and an adult. They may have still be trying to build something in their lives that maybe has taken them a little bit longer than they expected, okay, and does not yet have them to the level of kingship or queenship that they want to reach, okay. Now, the Knight of Wands is coming up here, and this is another energy that could be, as I said, someone younger than you, or a mature person who has a very youthful personality, very youthful outlook. And this is fire. And, you know, knights bring change. Okay? So one of the messages that I'm getting here is that what may have taken a long time to develop may start moving rather quickly, okay, within the next 2 weeks. There may be something that happens, an event, information coming through from a partner that may move things on the relation front forward faster than they have in the last few months or years, okay? So there may be a moment of true progress that's going to be available to you in a relationship and with a partner. Now, you do want to, with look before you're leaping here, you may want to make sure that you're ready for these changes, okay? You may want to make sure that things are not moving faster than you are ready for them to move. So a partner who may have been taking their time may be very gung-ho right now, and you're kind of, you know, is this real? Is this, you know, is this for real? You know, it also, again, you know, maybe that this energy is kind of impetuous now, and you are kind of sitting back as the Queen of Wands energy, which is the more mature fire energy. You know, trying to make sure that things go along in a pace that you are comfortable with now. Okay, so, you know, you may be having the conversation, okay, you know, all this time, you know, we really haven't, we've been going at a certain pace, and now you're ready to move, or you're ready to move in, or you're ready to, pick up and travel to another city or another country, and you want me to come with you, or you're going to change jobs now, and this is going to kind of, really make a change in our situation. So you may need to kind of not put a damper on the situation, because I feel that this is good energy, but you may need to be the mature one here, the thoughtful one, as far as thinking forward, thinking in the future, taking everything into consideration before you just kind of leap off the building or the cliff here, okay? So again, it may be a partner who is ready to make a drastic change, of life, and wants you to, be a part of that change, but you may not be exactly ready yet to move forward so quickly. So you may want to be the one to kind of pace the situation, is what I'm getting. And I think that if you do that, by the end of this 2-week period, you will have really kind of managed the situation in a way that is comfortable for you and for your partner, okay? Because the Queen of Wands is a natural-born manager, a natural-born CEO. Whether, we're talking about male or female, this particular air energy has a lot of experience. They're a mature person. They know how to kind of rule people, and you being the Leo, the sign of the king, the queen, this is definitely your energy. But you've gotten to this point because you've made good decisions and you have a mature outlook on life. So while that youthful energy is great and it's sexy and it's attractive and it's exciting, this energy that may be coming from your partner, you still want to have changes happen for you in a way that are comfortable for you, and that you can look back on it and say, okay, we made the right move at the right time. We checked the situation. We were sure before we leapt in, and now here we are blowing bubbles on the beach, or standing on the Champs-Elysees, having drinking a glass of wine and celebrating, okay? Because this energy is positive, and it is exciting, and it's fire energy, but in a very positive aspect, okay? Not in that kind of impatient, impetuous aspect that the Knight of Wands can, be, but more of a mature, okay, all our ducks are in a row, everything's in place, now let's enjoy our lives together, okay? And just interesting for me that, this Knight of Pentacles was on the bicycle in the recent past, kind of going at that bicycle pace, and now here's the Knight on a horse galloping, okay, into the sunset. So definitely, movement, but a major shift in energy that may take place as a result of this full moon eclipse. And again, full moon eclipses bring the unexpected. So it may be an unexpected situation that kind of rides in, and you have to really take a deep breath and pace yourself here. But I feel that in the outcome, As long as you're careful before you make your decisions, you look before you leap, you set things up in a way that's going to be comfortable for you to make a transition, this is going to be a positive time for you, Leo. So enjoy, and I wish you all good things, all the best, love, peace, and joy. And let's go ahead and go to Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. This full moon eclipse in Aquarius is going to be highlighting your third house, and your third house is the house of communication. It's your mind, it's your self-expression, the way you talk, you know, it is the way you communicate, it is, you know, phone calls, text messages, emails, meetings with people. So you may be finding that there is an upswing of communication activity going on during the next 2 weeks with this full moon eclipse. You may be receiving some unexpected information or some unexpected communication from someone that is going to maybe surprise you, but in some way it's going to be a positive message, and it's going to give you information that's going to help you make some decisions, okay? The third house has to do with our immediate environment, so our neighborhood, the city that we live in. Some of you may be taking some quick trips, maybe away for the weekend, or business trips, maybe a day or two. You know, these are short trips as opposed to the trips that the 9th house indicates, which are long distance. So there may be a lot of driving back and forth, or commuting back and forth, traveling back and forth between cities or states if you're in the United States. Or provinces if you're in Canada, or you know, however that may apply in the country that you live in. These are short journeys. There may be some activity going on in your neighborhood that is unexpected. So you may get some news of maybe some construction going on, or some you know, digging that's going to go on to improve the sewer systems or something you know, like that in your immediate environment. The third house also is the house of our siblings. So brothers and sisters will fall in this house. So you may receive some information from a sibling that is going to surprise you, or, you know, for the most part, it should be very good news. There may be a significant change going on in their life that they want to communicate to you and inform you about, or they may need your help. You know, they may need advice from you. And so, you know, you'll need to think carefully. The third house is our mind and our thought process. So you may need to think carefully about how you're going to advise them, and what you're going to say, or what you're going to put down on paper or email, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at the message here for Sagittarius for the full moon eclipse in Leo. In Aquarius. What is the message for the full moon eclipse in Aquarius for Sagittarius? Message for Sagittarius for this full moon eclipse in Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to put that back in. Not ready for that. What is the message for Sagittarius for this full moon eclipse in Aquarius? Sagittarius, full moon eclipse in Aquarius. Full moon eclipse in Aquarius. Okay. What is the message for Sagittarius? Okay. We have the Magician. Oh my goodness. So a minute ago when I was shuffling, one card flew out. I put it back in the deck, and this is the card that flew out, the Magician. So you were meant to have this. Sometimes I like to do that just to see if the card will come back up, you know, if it has conviction with its message for you. And so obviously the Magician did. So that's meant for you. We have the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the 2 of Pentacles, okay? And the Oracle card for you, Sagittarius. The Oracle card for Sagittarius here. oracle card for Sagittarius. Oh, that's funny. Be lovable. Isn't that? That's so sweet. What is that, a black lab? That's beautiful. Okay, so interesting here for me, because we did talk about the potential that you'll be hearing from siblings about something important, and they may be coming to you, you know, again, if you have a sibling or someone who is like a brother or sister to you, they may come to you with need for advice, need for some information. And so you may be thinking about how best to approach the situation. And so, you know, for me, this is a message, you know, be lovable and be loving and be loyal to them when you are advising them and when you are you know, helping them in whatever it might be. If this is a brother or sister coming to you, you know, for information or with a dilemma. Now, the Magician again appeared for you because it was meant to be there for you. So you've accomplished some things, Sagittarius, okay? You are someone who has a lot of tools in their toolbox to get things done and to manifest. The Magician is about manifestation. And what I really feel is that, you know, we have the Magician here. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card about abundance and success. And we have the Two of Pentacles, which is a card about balancing your success. You know, the theme here, interestingly, is finances. So I do feel like perhaps you are advising someone, or there's communication going on in the next 10 days for you about a financial situation, possibly an investment. Something that you have, it may be a situation where you have been quite successful at what you do, at what you are good at, and you've manifested success. The Nine of Pentacles indicates that, because the Nine of Pentacles is a card about financial security and having enough resources that you can take care of all your responsibilities, and at the same time there is enough for the extras in life, okay, for traveling, for shopping, for vacations, you know, for having a nice car, or you know, going out to dinner, seeing shows, whatever that might be, going to the spa, you know, having beauty treatments, taking good care of yourself, extra care of yourself. So you have put things in motion to the point where you are now representing that successful work of manifesting prosperity in your life, okay? Nine of Pentacles is prosperity. And what's coming up here at the end is the Two of Pentacles. So you may be juggling a lot of things right now during this period of, you know, fertility that you are experiencing. And you may be called upon to give advice on how to do it all. You know, how do you do it all? You know, you may be a woman and you have a career and you have a family, and you may be active in your community or in you know, charitable events. You may be an athlete. You may have you know, this may be a man also, but it, you know, I'm honing in on the feminine side, because the Nine of Pentacles often for me is the woman that does it all and does it all well, okay? You know, most of the time on the Nine of Pentacles, it's depicted as a woman standing in a garden with 9 pentacles. She may be standing there with, you know, a beautiful wild beast, a lion or a cheetah or something like that, you know, and she's regal and she has achieved great things, and she's comfortable in her own skin. You know, it's a fertile life. So, you know, you are moving now into an area where you have a lot on your plate and you are balancing things, and there may be a need for you to show someone the ropes, okay, is the message I'm getting, or show someone how you can do it all and have it all, you know, if that is even possible. You know, very often, sometimes we're successful at several things and something is going to suffer, okay? So that Two of Pentacles, you know, can represent that, where you are explaining to them, okay, you know, it may look like I have all the balls in the air, but, you know, when I'm working and I'm traveling, I'm not seeing, I'm missing my kids' events, you know, I'm missing their plays and their recitals, or their soccer games, you know, you know, this project that I'm working on, this business that I'm trying to grow, it takes so much of my time that I don't really have enough time to, you know, to meditate, or to seek out, you know, spiritual guidance, or to, you know, exercise or grow that part of my life. So, you know, in whatever it is that you are talking about, meeting about, writing about, texting about, discussing, you know, tell the truth. Tell it like it is, so that whoever it is that you are speaking to knows that the successes that you have reached have not been won easily, okay? There have been sacrifices. There are sacrifices that you make on a regular basis. And, you know, you may make it look easy, but it's not as easy as that. So let them know what they may need to get into, or what sacrifices they may need to make if they are looking to achieve the same kind of success that you are, that you have. Okay, and again, you know, the message here is be lovable. And so, you know, for me, what that means is adding an extra amount of concern and an extra amount of empathy, you know, with your communication. You know, making sure to connect with the person that you are speaking with, or if you are writing, or if you are involved in some type of creative situation where you know, expression is very important, personal expression is very important to you. Put that lovable side, you know, of you in it. Sagittarius, you have the most wonderful sense of humor. You're some of the most likable people in the, you know, in the universe, because you really have an ability to connect with people of all levels, of all backgrounds, of all socioeconomic, you know, standing. So be that person that really connects on the heart level and on the soul level, and you know, I feel like you will achieve the goal that's being asked of you, or that you are trying to achieve during the next 2 weeks. Okay, communication. Make sure that you put that personal touch there, because that's going to make all the difference in the world for you and for those on the receiving end. So thank you so much, Sagittarius, for tuning in, and thank you for all my fire signs for spending this time with me. I wish you all good things, a wonderful rest of August, and I'll see you in September for the new moon readings for Virgo. Thank you so much, and I bid you namaste.